Hey guys, it's April from Good Books and Good Wine. I am doing my first YouTube tag, and that tag is the Unread Books tag. Priscilla over at the Readables tagged everybody. I'm not sure where this tag originates from. However, as soon as I find out, there will be a link down in the doobly-doo. Is that what they call it? The Vlogbrothers? Anyways, the first question on this tag is how many unread books do you own? So I had to pop over to Goodreads, and are you guys ready for your jaws to drop all of a sudden? You ready? You ready for the jaw drop? 1,131. Holy crap, that's a lot of unread books. Wow. And it's really embarrassing, too, how many books I own in this house that haven't been read yet. We'll get into why I haven't read them yet. However, I wanted to talk to you guys about my quick little pile of shame of books that I own, that I have in the house that I haven't read. Cracked Up to Be by Courtney Summers. This book was gifted to me by Shannon over at Chick Loves Lit. She works for like a PR thing right now, and I think a little bit of agenting. I don't know, but she's not totally 100% book blogging anymore. She sent me a copy of Cracked Up to Be by Courtney Summers when she heard that I hadn't read it yet. She was like, "Are you serious? You need to be embarrassed about that." And guys, I still haven't read it, and I'm still embarrassed. Sorry, Shannon. The Titan's Curse by Rick Riordan. So I got up to the second book in the Percy Jackson and the Olympians series, which I really liked. Like, it's not like I gave up the series because I didn't like it. It's just, I didn't continue on with it, which is really funny because I've actually read almost all of the books in his companion series, The Heroes of Olympus, which I love. Like, I love that series. I listened to them on audio. They did change the narrator, so I haven't listened to the last one out of protest. Really need to finish this series. Jellicoe Road by Melina Marchetta. Like, I need to turn in my young adult book blogger card for not reading this, because everybody's read this except for me, and this book is supposedly amazing. People will say it is amazeballs, but whatever, I haven't read it, and I own it, and I purchased it. Like, what even am I doing with my life? Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin O'Leary Senyas. I can't pronounce his name. This book was gifted to me by Allison at the Allure of Books. She heard that I hadn't read it yet, and I was like, wow, this sounds so good, and it's winning all the prizes. So she mailed it, and of course, I still haven't read it. Someday. And this book, Finnegan of the Rock, by Melina Marchetta, another Melina Marchetta book. This book actually was sent to me by Raquel from Candlewick Press. I do have an ebook copy that I purchased, so I'm including it on here, damn it. And it sounds so good. And I read like a chapter of it, but then I never continued because I was reading it on my phone instead of the actual book. And I think you guys need to be like, this book is awesome, read it. And I will. I'll read it if you tell me to. So tell me in the comments that you want me to read it, and I'll do it. I promise. So that's like my pile of the most shameful books that I own that I haven't read yet. When we're talking about unread books that I own that are unread, I'm not including review copies because I don't really consider myself as owning them. Like, I don't keep them when I'm done with them. I usually pass them on to other bloggers, to the library, to my co-bloggers, to work. I don't keep them, so therefore I don't own them. And I also am not counting my ebooks or my audiobooks in this count of unread books that I own. The next question is, how many books do you own that you have read? And that number is super shameful. It's only 481, which is kind of low. And you guys, I just want to put this out there. Good Books and Good Wine has hit 1,000 reviews. So I haven't even reviewed half of the books that I own. Half of my reviews have not been of books that I own, which is really pathetic. That makes me sad. The next question is, do you buy more books than you read? Obviously, the answer to this is yes. Yes, I do. I am really addicted to buying books, you guys. And when I first got my first full time job out of college, I was spending a lot more money on books than I should have. So I have stacks on stacks on stacks that I haven't read yet. Also, I used to go to library book sales where you could buy a bag of books for only $1, and I would buy like multiple bags. And I would also go to the Penguin Putnam warehouse sales where they would sell their books for like $1. You guys, brand new Penguin young adult books for $1. And so, I would come with $100 and come home with 100 books, like whatever, no big deal. Because when you think about it, like when you spend $100, what does that get you? Like between 10 and 7 books? Like, come on. Of course, I'm gonna blow that much money and obtain that many books in one go. So yeah, that's why I have so many books that are unread. The next question is, why do you think you haven't read your unread books? Well, let's see. I have 1,131 unread books. That's why, because there's so many. Also, because in my other life, aside from booktubing, I run a book blog and I get sent a lot of review copies. And I'm not saying that to brag. Well, actually, it is kind of like a humble brag. Whatever. Let's ignore the fact that I'm humble bragging like an asshole and focus on the fact that I tend to prioritize review copies. I prioritize them more than I do the books that I've purchased for myself. I don't know, I put a lot of pressure on myself to get those read, because I feel like I have to. I'm not saying that that's a great thing or that it's a bad thing. I mean, some of my favorite books that I've read have come in the mail as review copies. So, like The Girl of Fire and Thorns by Ray Carson. That is one of my top favorite books of all time. That came in as a review copy. Like, I didn't originally purchase that copy. So, yeah. And the final question, question number 5, is, are you going to go on a book buying ban? And you guys, I've been on like a physical book buying ban for a very long time, for over a year, and I've been doing awesome with it. I mean, the only times that I do buy physical books are when I go to signings, and I haven't been to a signing since before June, not including the last BEI. I don't purchase or buy because I don't have the space for it. Like, look around. Like, you can see those shelves to the behind me. You can't see the desk that this computer's sitting on, but there's books over there. There's books in our hallway. There's books in our bedroom. Like, I don't have the space, and Tony would be really pissed at me if I kept buying books where I don't have space. So right now, my primary focus is on reading the review copies that I have because they take up so much space, getting them out of the house, and if I do obtain books, like if I purchase them, they're strictly ebooks because ebooks are so much easier to pack up and move, which, the plan isn't to stay in this apartment forever, it's to move into a house someday. So yeah, technically I am on a book buying ban, and I'm okay with that. I tag for this video anybody who wants to do it, but especially I would love to see Jamie from Broken Bookish and the Perpetual Page Turner do this. I'd like to see Allison at Inconceivably or The Allure of Books, as well as Misty at The Book Rat. Oh, and Elizabeth from Liz Pat Anders or Consumed by Books. So you girls are the ones that I really want to see do this because I know you have unread books, and I hope that I'm not the only one here with the number being over 1,000. And all of you, let me know if you're going to do this. Leave your link down in the comments. That would be really awesome.